I've got no voice. That was well, okay, incredible's a bit of a stretch, but the game has pretty much gone on repeat for what's happened this season, because this, you know, so many teams this season have pressed us early doors and have really got into our faces and made it difficult for us, and then tire in the second half, and that's exactly what happened here. And I said to the guys at half time, Gooch I would bring on. I know he's only just came back from injury, but when you look at the fact he's got the pace, he's got the work rate, as much as I do get frustrated at him when he tries to take everybody on, he's still got that work rate and pace to burn here. So for me, it helped massively change the game. Honeyman as well. I said to the guys, if Shrewsbury are tiring, which they were in the second half, then get Gooch and Honeyman on, because the last thing you want is a fresh player who's got a lot of work rate, who is pressing you no end into making mistakes. And we were lucky with the first goal, that it was an own goal of Beckles, I think it was, and then Luke O'Nien, I'm quite happy for him to have actually got a goal as well, because some Sunderland fans have apparently been slating him when he's barely been playing, which to me is like baffling. I get everyone's entitled to their opinion obviously, but why on earth would you slate a guy who's barely played? Come on, Luke O'Nien's clearly really happy to be here and he wants to succeed. Let's give him a bit of time of day here. As for the performance today, look, we weren't exactly great. I didn't think we were. I thought defensively we were pretty good, and I thought that going forward, obviously at the first half we were very, very poor. Apart from an effort which Cattermole put over the bar, we didn't look like scoring that much. But thankfully, neither did, well, thankfully in the end, Shrewsbury obviously didn't score. So for me, I think it's now but the second half we actually managed to take our second goal quite well. Luke O'Nien took his goal well, and I was really quite worried in some ways when Madja came off, which then allowed Gooch to come on, obviously, and then I think Sinclair came off. So Jack Ross took a bold risk in taking off his two strikers, which had we failed to win or lose, it would have backfired on him. Everyone would have pointed to that. But because we've won, he now looks a genius, which is kind of the things I don't like about football fans. Sometimes we can be a bit too fickle. But and I don't mean that in an insult way. I just mean like we're a bit too reactionary to results and how that changes our opinion of how we see things. But anyway, I'm mumbling on again. Look, bottom line is we won 2-0. What was I say? Finally, we kept a clean. That's our first clean sheet on the road this season in the league. Anyway, that was absolute. In fact, it might be our first clean sheet period this season, which was great. And as you know, I'm all about my clean sheet, and we've kept one finally. Obviously this season, funnily enough, I've took a back seat to clean sheets because I'm actually not that bothered as long as we do win games. That's mainly what I'm concerned about. And thankfully we obviously had enough to win, and crucially, apart from Portsmouth slightly annoyingly winning, you know, we've got Peterborough who lost, Barnsley lost, Doncaster I think lost but I'm not sure, a good couple of key teams around us lost. It just sets it up for Tuesday for Doncaster. It's a massive game, that huge game, and I'm hoping it's one we turn up in. If we beat, that'll be our biggest away test so far this season, Doncaster, because they will, whatever the result today, if they lost, they will make it difficult for us. For me, I want to go there and at least get a point. But if you try and win the game, and then you get into a home game against Southend, and then a trip away to Plymouth, who are bottom of the league, we don't have a God-given right to win there. But then you should be looking to get a good couple of wins together, and hopefully we break into that top two, hopefully first, and stay there. So hey guys, I love yous and leave yous to it. And there's a message from one of my work colleagues. What was it?
We'll see you soon, Newcastle. Ha ha ha.
See yous later.